Here I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He's checking
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, 49ers nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
You're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running, it's Drake. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought
the passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He's checking. Crash. Right there. 54, right there.
Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brought him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm going back to you. 21.
Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Drake. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Andy Isabella.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Drake, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, right side, caught by Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, 49ers.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
49er first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This is caught by Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
George Kittle.
From 10 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
4-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 31, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Marr able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here we go, here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The 49er first down.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 20.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
He is good.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39.
2nd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
To Andy Isabella. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Cardinals.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Complete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Cardinals 26, 49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brings up another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense at their first and 10.
7-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of
under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the 49er first.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This is out quickly to the right, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
17 yards.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 4 at the Cardinals.
Garoppolo again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cardinals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got